just kind of fades out as it goes
This is
down.
Bonnie Lipward, and we're at a family reunion. I think a lot of you will be going to family reunions this time of year, and it's so exciting. So we're going to be talking to a few people. So many of you would know Claude Gardner, who was president of Great Hardeman College in Henderson, Tennessee. So we're going to be talking to his nephew Michael about some of the family things, and Connie. So
this is Dana. Any genealogy I have to. She has to kind of map it out.
Michael, we want to ask you to tell us a little bit, and Connie, you stay right here. We've already told them we're at a family reunion, and who you are, and you tell us about let's start out with something wild and crazy like the Gardner car.
The Gardner car.
Okay.
The Gardner car was started back in the very early 1900s. It was started about, let me look here. It was started in 1869 when Russell Gardner was working at a spokes wheel plant, and he probably got the idea about then, and he went off on his own and started working for that plant until he worked his way up until he was a stockholder of that buggy wheel plant. And in the early 1900s, he started developing a car that was eventually purchased by the Chevrolet company. And at one point, well, they think that he sold it for about $2.5 million.
And that was like
in those days, that was huge for him.
Sounded like
early 1900s. And there's a rumor that it was even higher than that he got more for it than that. But after that, he tried to go into the high-end car business. He tried to come back with cars that were much higher than the Ford or the Chevrolet cars were in that time, in that he was looking for those people that were willing to pay for the high-dollar cars. That worked until the 1930s, and when the crash took place, it evaporated and went away. So, at one time, there was a Gardner car. It had thousands of dealers or people that were interested. This article that I was telling you about shows 5,372 distributors were interested in distributing the Gardner car.
Now, this was in the Mid-South Memoirs of Commercial Appeal out of Memphis, Tennessee. Now tell us a little bit about who you are and how you connect to the Gardners.
Well, this car company was done by Russell Gardner. Russell was related to Colonel Almus Gardner, who founded Gardner, Tennessee. And Colonel Almus Gardner is one of my relatives, great relatives.
Your dad, Albert Gardner, was also went many times to India as a missionary.
Right, and West Africa. He did two-year tours in Ghana, West Africa, and he's been to India probably 17 times on trips as short as 2 weeks and as long as 2 months.
And we were helping him and didn't realize he even had children. We just knew it was a Gardner going